Severe weather occurring across the northern part of the state. These red boxes are tornado warnings that are in place. Also some severe thunderstorm warnings. So here's Wadena. Here's where we're looking at South Harbor, further up to the north near Deer Lake. The tornado warning is in place for Cass and Crow Wing counties. That goes until 12:30 p.m. This storm is moving to the east at about 50 miles per hour. So it's moving pretty fast. And this is a radar observed tornado. We do not have observation of this on the ground. These are two different tornado warning boxes. But if you are in this region, make sure you make your way to your safe place. Orange boxes are severe thunderstorm warnings, and we're seeing more of them pop up with this cluster of severe storms. Here's one for Cass and Crow Wing counties, or excuse me, further off to the south. We have Morrison and Todd counties underneath this severe thunderstorm warning, watching for the potential of 1-inch diameter hail. Also looking at some strong wind gusts that could be coming out of these storms. I've timed this out as this cluster of storms moves from as we head into a severe thunderstorm watch that is in place for all these counties until 4 p.m. up to the north with this group of thunderstorms. In the meantime, a lot of heat in place across the upper Midwest, including the metro area underneath an extreme heat warning until midnight tonight. 105 to 110 with your feels like temp. This is an advisory region. 100 to 105 for your feels like temp there. Right now we're at 88 in the Twin Cities. Factor in that humidity, feels like 99 as we go throughout the afternoon. Air temp hits the low 90s. Feels like temps getting into those triple digits. Another round of thunderstorms, this one south, closer to the metro, in the forecast as we head into about 10 p.m. or so. So we'll take you through that. More details on this in the heat
time, and I know a busy time for you in the Weather Center.
Yeah, I know. We had these thunderstorms fire up across the northern. Right here's Alexandria. Here's further to the north. A lot of lightning with this, rumbling right on through Bemidji right now. Zooming in a little bit closer, we are now down to 2 tornado warnings. These are your tornado warning boxes that are in place. These are radar indicated tornadoes. These storms are moving off to the east, and we have the tornado warning in place for Cass and Crow Wing counties, and then also a little bit further off to the south. This does include Cross Lake. So of course, if you are in these red boxes, make your way to your safe place. We also have the severe thunderstorm warnings in place. It's all for this cluster of storms here. This is where we have the orange, so including Brainerd all the way up into Deer Lake. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for Aiken, Cass, and Crow Wing counties. Hail size 2-inch diameter hail, and also 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible with these storms. And you can see kind of a bow to this. So that is indicating when we often watch for that strong thunderstorm wind that could be coming out of this. Here's the timing as this does continue to progress further off to the east. About 40 miles per hour with the direction and the speed of this storm. So making its way toward Crosby at 12:37 p.m. Aitken getting close to 12:55 p.m. Grand Rapids about 1:14 if the storm does hold together. Now zooming it out, here's where we have the cluster of storms here to the north. Here's the metro. Here's where we have a frontal boundary in place, and then we have a cold front off to the west. This brings the secondary storm chance coming up here tonight. So here's our next future radar. Here's what we have on the map now on the radar that I just showed you. This is your future radar timing that group of storms out. Over the next couple of hours, continues to swing off to the east, and then we basically kick it out of there. Hot and humid for your Monday. Then we bring in our next storm chance. This is coming up here heading into tonight, looking across the western part of the state of Minnesota. So we're past the evening commute, past dinner time, past sunset. Storms start to push their way toward the metro even as we get closer to 10 p.m. Models are even pushing it back closer to midnight, but we do have a thunderstorm chance rolling through overnight tonight going into tomorrow. Any of those storms that do fire up are in the orange here. 2 out of 5 severe weather threat. That does include the metro area. That's for that second round tonight. High temp today, 95. Average is 82 this time of year. So we're at 95 for a very hot temp. And then you have this on top of it. Humidity levels, dew points swampy in the 70s. Makes your feels like temp for today close to 105. It's a little breezy out there, but it's so hot. It's just blowing hot air in the face. Doesn't really help too much. But winds out of the south, gusting close to about 30-35 miles per hour. Not much of a reprieve from the heat tonight, so that kind of compounds the issue with the heat. 73 for a warm low tonight in the Twin Cities, and then tomorrow back to the 90s. 93 your forecast high there coming up tomorrow. Out of all these days, tomorrow looks like our best shot at staying dry. It'll still be hot though, and of course